Hello? There we go. It's back in business. How's it going, boys? How's it going? My score prediction is Leeds United 1, Brentford 3. Wow, Jamie Gold coming in with a hot take, and a hot take I'm afraid I cannot agree with. Come on, you bees. Hi, Michael Brown. Sorry about the sound difficulty just then. Is this too loud? Let me just try and turn that down a notch. I feel like this is a little bit too loud. But what is going on, my boys? Come on. It's time to carry on the hot win streak from the other day. I know we got some Brentford fans in here. Got some Leeds fans in here, of course. And so far, so good for Leeds. Looking very strong in the opening encounters. Brentford, of course, having a few positive moments in the game as well. I hope you managed to sort out your internet problem from the last stream. You did. Mate, let me tell you something. The internet problem, as long as I'm living in this house, will remain to be a problem until I do leave the house, because this internet is absolutely garbage. Up the mighty bees. Leeds are going to lose. A lot of hate for Leeds right about now. But let me tell you something. Do not count us out, because here we are coming forward once again with Stuart Dallas. The ball's out on the right now. Tyler Roberts cutting it inside and whipping it way past everyone. And they're getting relegated. That is delusional, my friend. We're picking points up like nobody's business. We're clawing our way up. And if we are to win today, then we will go cruising above Everton. Everton, what a fraudulent side. A side that everyone earmarked for Europe, for great things under Rafa Benitez. But guess what? Only 11 games into the season, and they are joint on points with us. How tragic is that for them? Tony is not starting it today. It's very interesting. We've got a Brentford fan in here. I haven't really spoken to many this season. How are you feeling about your season so far? I know there was quite a lot of optimism going into the season. Of course, first time in I've forgotten the actual years now that you've been in there. But I actually predicted you lot to do quite well. I thought you'd be the best of the newly promoted sides. So far, it's definitely seeming that way, despite the fact Watford is starting to pick up a few good results. But you have fallen off a bit as the season's gone on. And I'm intrigued as to what you think could be the reasons for that. Tony has COVID. JD, did you do a watch along for the Palace game? Because you tried looking for you, but I couldn't find you. Sorry, Michael. No, I didn't. I said before I actually went to that game. I managed to get tickets to Ellen Road long time ago. I went up with my sister, so I couldn't actually stream the game. Unless I somehow managed to bring my setup inside the North Stand, set it all up there. Unfortunately, that wasn't a possibility, so I'm sorry, but I wasn't actually live for that. We all love Leeds. We all love Leeds indeed. And I tell you, someone else who loves Leeds down to his core. It is Liam Cooper, and Liam Cooper looks to be down in some serious pain right about now. I'm not sure what exactly has happened. So he's gone to kick the ball, and he's just dragged his heel along the floor, it looks like. He may have pulled his calf there. I don't know what exactly it is, but he's down on the floor in some serious discomfort here. This could be the end of the road for Liam Cooper. Hang on, let me turn this heater off. This heater is absolutely blasting my legs. Last weekend, Brentford lost. Hang on a second. Let me try and get the table up for us here. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can get the table up here. Let me just see where Leeds will be in relation to Brighton to Brentford if we are to pick up the W today. All right. Oof. Hang on. Reason audio cut off once more, but as you can see here, Brentford sat pretty on 17 points, just 1 point above us. Of course, I'll go down to 16 if we do win. So, a win today for Leeds is massive. It could get us all the way up there, just 1 point behind Leicester. Of course, they would have that game in hand. But 11th place, sitting pretty, does not sound too bad if you ask me. This would, of course, require Palace to lose, because I don't think we'll get enough goal difference unless if we win about 6-0 today. But in relation to Brentford, of course, like I said, just 1 point ahead of us. If they do lose, they will probably find themselves just below Aston Villa. Of course, a lot of things could happen between now and then. 77 minutes left. So, yeah. Afternoon, JT, Leeds 2-1. Joe Tep, how are you, my man? Long time no speaky. Of course, I wasn't there for the Palace game. How are you, my brother? Coops had a lot of haters. Personally, I think he gives 100% every game. Look, I think he gives 100% every game, Liam Cooper. The problem with Liam Cooper is he just doesn't really have the legs to compete in the Premier League. I personally think he makes too many mistakes for me. He seems a bit too slow, a bit too heavy-footed at times. That's not an indictment on him as a person and what he's done for the club in getting us up in the first place. Look, I'll always love him for that, and I find it very hard to hate on him for that reason. Not that I want to hate on anyone, but I just don't think that he has what it takes to compete at this level, personally. Brentford lose to Tottenham Hotspur on Thursday night. You did indeed. I agree, 2-1 Leeds. JT, Adam Forshaw's contract runs out at the end of the season. Would you offer him a new contract if he comes over his injury issues? See, that's the big one right there. You've earmarked it right there, my man. Injury issues. That is the one thing that has been plaguing Adam Forshaw his entire time under Leeds, really, except from that first season or so. Because, of course, like I said, he was in fine form going into that second Bielsa season. And since then, we haven't really been able to see much of him because he's been so injured. So I think it would be too much of a risk to put him down to a 2-3 year contract. Because, look, he's only getting older as well. So what I think you got to do in this situation is do it Bielsa style. Do it 1 year at a time contracts. I think if he manages to stay fit for large proportions this season, give him an extra year. See if he can get himself fit again. If he can, get himself on the pitch. Maybe give him another year after that. But definitely, if he does, if his injury problems do start reoccurring, we probably do need to be looking at another midfield option in that position. M. Brown, yes. Brentford will win. Brentford will not win. Brentford will get absolutely clapped. And let me tell you, so far Brentford actually starting well. The better side in their pressing, really. They're really managing to pin Leeds back right now. JT, Newcastle after a director of football, and it's rumoured thereafter Victor Orta. I doubt Victor Orta would go to Newcastle. I don't know about you, but it just doesn't seem like Victor Orta to me. I mean, I think it would completely ruin his legacy at Leeds for sure. I mean, he'll currently go down as a bit of a club legend for Leeds, Victor Orta, but if he goes to Newcastle, I just can't wrap my head around that one. I think those are just rumours, to be honest, as Dan James manages to get himself forward here, tries to whip it in. Unfortunately, to no avail. But yeah, I don't see much fruit in the Victor Orta to Newcastle. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think about that? But for me, I don't know. He just seems to have really bought into Leeds, and I would find it very disappointing. Creepy Crawlies, hello. How are you, my man? What is that? What is that DP you've got there? Can't see it. It looks like a special Junior Firpo there. How are you, my man, Creepy Crawlies? Never seen you before. Welcome to the stream, my brother. Coops has proved me wrong. Glad to say. Proved you wrong in what way? How has he proved you wrong, Joe? How has he proved you wrong? In a good way? Well, obviously in a good way. But what would make you say he's proved you wrong? Hello, bro. How are you today? I'm very good. What about yourself, man? What about yourself? I'm going to college on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday morning. Then on Whoa! Jesus, what is that hospital header? Back pass by Liam Cooper there. What is he playing at? Not Liam Cooper, sorry. Oh my God. All this Liam Cooper talk. Calvin Phillips. I will be going college on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. Then on Friday morning, I wish to finish college at 4 p.m. Then I'll go to watch Brentford versus Watford on Friday, the 10th of September. Is that an 8 o'clock kickoff? I'm guessing Brentford versus Watford. But that is, of course, the clash of the newly promoted sides. And a massive one, if I do just have a little glance back over at the table as well. Watford currently sitting in 17th. I'd like it if you beat Watford, to be honest. Just keep the teams below us just that bit further below us as Junior Firpo plays the ball back to Elan Meslier. As a player would Autumn would turn down the richest club in the world. Couldn't blame him. Yeah, but I feel like it's slightly different for a director of football to a player. I don't know, man. Because he's not finished with his project at Leeds. So to just leave halfway through this project and then go over there and then probably in a couple years be replaced by someone else at Newcastle and not have the freedom he does now under this current regime, it's very different to a player being a managing director. There's so many different things that add into it. That will make a perfect concoction. And I think he has that here. And I don't think it would work as well for him at Newcastle, personally. I think he just has a really good relationship with Radrid Zani and Angus Kinnear. And unless if both of them went over, which I definitely can't see happening, I don't really see this one holding through either. Dan James looks better every game. Dan James does look better every game. Dan James he's world class until he gets into that final end product. When he gets into the final third, he goes from world class to I've never kicked a football in my life. I don't know what the hell it is with that guy at times, but honestly, he's world class, gets into the final third, and then couldn't cross the zebra crossing. If he can get his end product right, his end product's improving a tiny bit, I must say, and you're saying he's looking better every game. He's starting to. Last week, not last week, the week before last, in that Brighton game, I really wasn't impressed with Dan James. I think that was one of his worst performances for us. But generally, he is. I'm telling you, he's looking really, really good, Dan James. It's just that final bit of end product. And sometimes having a bit more confidence to take someone on. But if I was to compare him to Jack Harrison, I'd say he has a lot more confidence in taking people on than Jack Harrison, who sometimes looks a bit afraid to take people on. Or not even afraid, just hesitant. Coops has not done bad, still prefers Strike Mind. He's just made too many stupid mistakes for me, Cooper. He's had a couple of good performances, but he's just a bit slow. He's a bit slow, and when teams with pace come at him, he just gets skinned more than a Cheshire Cat. Why would a Cheshire Cat even get skinned? I don't know. But he's certainly getting skinned more than that. He's getting skinned more than a new potato. And I don't know, man. Look, he'll be all right today because Brentford aren't exactly blessed with blistering levels of pace. But like when we came up against Liverpool, for example, or when we come up against Arsenal, or when we come up against Man City with these players with so much pace on the counter-attack, that's where Cooper seriously struggles, man. Yes, it's 8 p.m. Brentford versus Watford. What are you watching it on? I flew to South Africa, and I'm currently watching it in a sports bar over there. Was looking forward to seeing Dallas back in midfield. Ayling at right back would be a different style of play, but probably just the same as previous fixtures. Well, you're speaking about Ayling in right back. We have a new return in left back. Well, not new return because he has come back recently, but he had been substituted at half time. It is Junior Firpo. I'm intrigued as to how you lot feel about Junior Firpo since he's come back from having COVID, of course. Has his performances impressed you? Because I know, speaking personally, before he got COVID, I thought he was coming into a bit of a positive patch. Since coming back, he's been a little bit shaky, has Junior Firpo. He hasn't quite been himself. Like I said, a lot of money was forked out for him instead of Alioski. And so far, would you say his performances have outdone what Alioski did last year? Would you say he's even had more game time than Alioski did at this point last year? I'm not so sure you could, personally. I think there's an argument to be had that Alioski was the better fullback than Junior Firpo. Definitely based on performances in a Leeds shirt. Maybe not over their whole career, but definitely based on performances in a Leeds shirt. I think Alioski, at his current point, had offered a bit more. Was looking forward to seeing Dallas play style of play, but probably now seeing his previous fixtures. Final ball thing, lol. Hang on a second. Speaking of Dan James and his final ball, here he is. He gives it to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison slips on his ass, man. Come on, man. Better footing there, and you're in there like swimwear. Final ball thing. What channel? It's not on a channel, but it is in a channel in Qatar, in Dubai, and pretty much everywhere outside of Europe. Probably inside of Europe, apart from England. You could probably find this. Bamford should hopefully get some game time today. He really should. Of course, making his big awaited return. I don't think we'll see more than about 25 minutes of Patrick Bamford action today, to be honest. Although, judging by the way the game's going, we could really do with him right now because we have a lot of the ball in their final third. We have done for the past 5 minutes or so, but there's no one holding up the play, linking up the play between the midfield and the forward line. And it just seems a bit hit and hope right now. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Sebastian Cool, I'm very good myself. Firpo gives me anxiety. I don't blame you, man. He gives me a bit of anxiety too, especially after that own goal against what do we call him? Against West Ham. It's really filled me with uncertainty since then. I know it wasn't 100% of his fault, but it's just typical Firpo, isn't it? Who's up front? It's looking like Dan James is up front. We started off with Tyler Roberts up front. But of course, after the injury, Jack Harrison has come off the bench. Jack Harrison, of course, starting on the bench. He's already back in the side. And it looks like we've pushed Roberts back into the midfield position and left Dan James up front as opposed to being on the wing where he was before. Rafinha now whipping it in. Unfortunately, it's missed the first man. Here we go, Rafinha again. Oh, it's Tyler Roberts. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, what a ball in by Rafinha. It gets blocked the first time. He gets it back on his left foot. A delightful whip into the box. And who's there? The overhated, underestimated Tyler Roberts with a sumptuous finish into the corner. The ball's headed back to Rafinha. Cuts it out on his left-hand foot. Whips it in. And it is a lovely finish into the bottom right-hand corner by Tyler Roberts. And Leeds take the lead. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Whoo! What a ball in. Absolutely orgasmic ball in. And a divine finish of orgasmic proportions by the Welsh international. The jury is out on Firpo, if you ask me, mate. Joe Depp is absolutely buzzing. He's punching the walls for joy right now. Probably about to crack open a glass of champagne because your boy has finally done it. He has finally got his long-anticipated goal. Tyler Roberts back on the score sheet for the first time in a hot minute. Don't know why he's obsessed with playing Jack Harrison even when he plays bad. Because Jack Harrison, because he's done so good for him, and because Jack Harrison always has that in him. That look, it hasn't been a great season for Jack Harrison, but I don't think it's all right to necessarily be throwing him out of the team. Hang on a second, Brentford coming forward again here. What's going on here? And Buemo cutting in. Nah, he's been forced back. Lovely. Oh, bloody hell, Tyler Roberts. He might have just got a goal and a red card within 2 minutes here. Oh my God, he's just come two-footed sliding in out of nowhere. Flipping heck. Jesus. Bielsa seems to overcomplicate things with this switch, and Gelhardt ahead of Roberts all day, especially against Pontus. Well, you say that, but Roberts has just scored, man. Roberts has just scored. I think, I hope for your sake you messaged that before Roberts just scored, because that is some awkward timing right about there. And look, Gelhardt, for me, I don't think he's impressed me enough to necessarily stay. He needs to start over Dan James, Rodrigo, or Roberts at this current moment in time. Maybe Roberts, but Roberts has just got himself a goal. So there you go. A man like Tyro. I think we'll win today. Well, we should do. We've got the lead. Can we keep it? If we can keep this lead, of course, we can win. That's the biggest Michael Owen quote of all time. But look, it's about clean sheets. We've had 2 clean sheets in our past 2 games. Can we keep another clean sheet? Of course, undefeated in 5 of our last 6. Can we make that 6 of our last 7? And can we make it 2 wins on the spin? It's certainly looking that way. Very impressive stuff from Leeds so far. Defensively, looking strong as Brentford come into the box once more. Yet again on the left-hand side of the box. Forshaw closing him down. Forshaw still closing him down. And it is resorted to a long cross into Janssen. But who's there? Junior Firpo, my man, Firpo, having a good game today. A lot of talk about Firpo earlier, but Firpo really having a strong performance so far. Get in there, my man. By all means, I'm backing Roberts, but he is not underrated. Hang on a second. Tyler Roberts again. Ooh! Tyler Roberts almost at the double there. It looks like it's just whizzed over the bar. I thought it was safe for a second there. He gets it out to his right-hand foot. Takes it up instantly. Woo! Tyler Roberts having the game of his life so far. Lovely play by Dan James there. Gets it open. And I think that's a fingertip save there. Beautiful shot by Tyler Roberts. Very unlucky there. Underrated? Alright. He's underappreciated is what I said. Underestimated and underappreciated. Look, I don't think... Look, yeah, his performances haven't been good. So, of course, if he's given criticism, you can only say at times he's deserving of that criticism. However, look, he's got a lot more to his arsenal than people think. People say he's just a crap championship player. Look, on his day, he's top draw. I'm telling you, some of the things he can do technically, the only player in the side that can do more is Rafinha, and I genuinely think that at some of the things he can do, it's just that consistency that he lacks. It's just that decision making that is abhorrent from his game. If he can get those 2 things sorted, then hey, the guy is in the money. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to crack that formula yet, especially since being in the Premier League. As Rafinha, the man who has cracked that formula, is on the spin now, ends up getting the ball to Dallas. That'll do him the absolute world of good. It will indeed. Goals breed goals. As Alan Shearer said, you've got to get a taste for putting that ball in the back of the net. And that is exactly what he has done. Well done, Tyler. Sorry, Tyler, I take everything back. Yeah, Bolequinhos. I'm looking at you, man. I've heard a lot of criticism from your way at my boy Tyler Roberts. But to be honest, I think 99% of the fan base has given a lot of criticism. And like I said, a lot deserved for some of the performances he has put in. Just what Roberts needs. We are Leeds indeed. Mate, I've shot my bolt here. I don't blame you. Gelhardt definitely should be starting at number 9. Where are you from? I am from, depends if you mean regionally or nationally. I'm from Armenia. I'm half Armenian, half English, and I am also from London. Gelhardt, however, should not be starting at number 9. Not over Dan James, not over Rodrigo, and on the basis of today's performance, not over Tyler Roberts. However, Tyler Roberts' best spell has come since Dan James has come forward and been pushed forward, and he's had a bit more of a free roaming position just behind the striker. In that number 10-esque role. I think that's what really suits Tyler Roberts personally, rather than playing as an auxiliary striker. I think he plays a lot better in that pocket behind the striker. Just gives him a bit more freedom. But Gelhardt, like I said, he hasn't done enough in the Leeds main shirt to warrant being started over these players yet. Of course, in due time, I think he should do. But currently, I know it's a hot take, but I think people need to calm down just a tiny bit on Joe Gelhardt. He's not the finished article yet, and we shouldn't just be throwing him in here because I see him sometimes and he just looks like he's just a tiny bit behind the pace of the game. And that will come. Joffy has a bright future ahead, but Bielsa knows who starts. About time to see Tyler get a rare goal. It is a rare goal, but could it become less of a rarity? Of course, look at the end of last season. He scored a goal. He scored a couple. He scored a nice one against Southampton as well. And he started to get a bit of confidence going. He started to get some goals in his game late end of the season. Very impressive performance against Chelsea as well. He's a very formed player. And unfortunately for him, that international break with the Euros and, of course, the break between the seasons really didn't do him any favours because he came back this season and he just wasn't firing on all cylinders. And he seemed to have lost all the momentum that he built up at the end of last year. So, if he can keep the momentum going, then maybe Tyler Roberts does just have a future left in this side. The other results have been going for us as well. If we get 3 points today, we'll be sitting pretty. We will indeed. We are currently in 11th place, which is where we will be if we do manage to keep the win above Crystal Palace, above Brentford, above Villa, above Southampton, above Everton, and above Watford. Of course, like you said, with those results going our way, they did all go our way for a change. Hopefully, that Villa result can also go our way as well. And then we really will be sitting pretty and we will be continuing on our march up the table. Because as it stands, we are just 3 points off 8th place. We are just 4 points off Europe. And for a side that everyone said is doomed for relegation with 15 games into the season, if we sit just 4 points off of European places, then that is not a bad position to be in. The season is not over yet. Brighton, who everyone were gassing up to having the season of their lives, sit just 2 points above us. It's funny how quickly things can turn in football, isn't it? Funny how quickly things can turn. Still don't like Roberts. Come back to me, but he's consistent. Anything is possible, but I'm taking a probable. Yes, indeed. Come on, here we go. Dan James coming forward now. Pontus Jansson again. Pontus Jansson, very, very strong today. He seems very, very fired up. Dan James not really able to get any wiggle room. Here we go, though. Junior Firpo on the ball now. Spraying it forward. Oh, Pinnock there with a lovely interception. Just stopping Rafinha from being in there like swimwear. Trust in Bielsa indeed. I've always had trust in Bielsa. I've never been one of these Bielsa out frauds. Alright, there is no better word to describe Bielsa out as than absolute frauds. Here we go. Jack Harrison coming forward once again. Belief and believe. Bielsa looks at a much bigger picture. Of course he does, man. Look, when things weren't going our way at the beginning of the season, it's because we weren't playing Bielsa ball. We weren't. We were playing hoofball. We were playing Dyche ball. We were playing Pulis ball. We were playing pretty much anything under the sun except from Bielsa ball, which is why things weren't working out our way, and which is why I found it crazy that the criticism was being labelled on Bielsa when the players were just simply letting him down. But now we've started to get that play going. Of course, like I said, Adam Forshaw has been massive for us coming into the side here. He has really, really helped to improve those performances and get us playing on the ball a lot more. Here we go. Ayling marching forward into the box now. How good is it to see that lovely little ponytail in action once again? Here we go. The ball comes in. It's palmed away. Brentford get it clear, but only as far as Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison on the spin again now. Plays it back. Straight to Dallas. Straight to Calvin Phillips. Back to Dallas. No, he's come all the way back here. Kind of killed the momentum a little bit there, Calvin. Lovely sprayed ball to Rafinha. Rafinha looking forward, and it's like a game of musical statues here. Everyone's just stood still. What's going on? All right, here we go. Tyler Roberts, that's more like it. And it's a Leeds United corner. Cleared away once again by guess who? Pontus Jansson. Should we have kept Jansson? I'll leave that for you to decide. Of course, I would have probably stopped us from getting Ben White. So probably you'd have to say yeah. Because Ben White is one of the main reasons we did get promoted the next year. But hey, I think Pontus Jansson could still do a job. I never said any of that. Bielsa out to your detriment. Indeed, it would be the most detrimental thing that could happen to Leeds. As the corner comes in, it's cleared away. Tyler Roberts flicking it on. And it's cleared away again. Forshaw will win the Ballon d'Or next year. I mean, he's probably not going to be far off because those Ballon d'Or rankings are some of the most fraudulent things I've ever seen. I mean, did you see? I forget where the guy's from. He's like the chief sports writing editor for this newspaper, and I forgot the country. But obviously, each country gets a vote for the Ballon d'Or, the top 5. And they ask him why he hasn't put Lewandowski in his top 5. And the guy's like shows a picture of his FIFA card. He's like, yeah, he hasn't got enough pace, you see here, and he also hasn't won anything with Germany. I mean, when I saw that, I just lost all hope with the Ballon d'Or, with FIFA, with UEFA, with anybody hosting any of these award competition ceremonies. It's all corrupt. It's all fraud. Well, no, not corrupt. That's alleged. That's alleged. Don't sue me, please. Please don't sue me. All allegedly corrupt and all a bit fraudulent, if you ask me. I mean, how Benzema got in the top 5, so many places above Harry Kane, I could not tell you at all. Harry Kane, numbers-wise, statistically, had a lot better season than Benzema, but yet Benzema finished about 16 places ahead of him as Roberts rips a shot wide there. Any Brentford fans in the chat? There was earlier. I don't know if he stayed around here or if he has left after the goal, but there were some Brentford fans in here earlier. No backwards, but I liked Pontus. I like Pontus as well, man. I like Pontus a lot. I think he was a real cult hero, and it was sad that he couldn't get promoted with us, which is why I was actually very happy for him when Brentford did end up getting promoted last year, despite all of the rivalry we did have with them in the Championship, and of course the rivalry with oh my god, how was my mind gone blank? I don't know, but my mind has gone completely blank for some reason. And that, kids, is why you don't take caffeine. Because my brain is not working. Here we go. Stuart Dallas now. But yeah, despite all the rivalry we did have with Brentford, I was very happy to see them go up. And they're playing some very exciting football. Today as well, they have been playing some very exciting football as they get on the ball again here. Unfortunately, not able to get it past Junior Firpo for them. But fortunately for us, Junior Firpo having a very, 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 very good game once more. I think Pontus was great, as was Saiss, but maybe disrespect towards the management. I don't think Bielsa liked the tackle versus Villa. He had told him to score, don't know. Yeah, well, look, it was before that. There was always rumours of a tetchy relationship between Jansson and Bielsa way before that. Obviously, they did manage to settle a lot of their differences, and because Jansson was the best defender we had at the club, he was, of course, starting week in, week out. But there was always rumours of a itchy relationship between them, should we just say. And obviously, that Villa goal was the final nail in the coffin. That was the final thing that did make them decide to get rid of him, because he disobeyed the management's decision. However, I wouldn't go as far as to call it a Samuel Saiss situation. Samuel Saiss is a different kettle of fish, really. And unfortunately for Saiss, his move away from Leeds trying to get it in the Spanish big time instead in La Liga did not work out for him at all. Within a year, he was involved in a massive match-fixing scandal, resulting in fines and bans. So it's fair to say that I think Janssen has had a bit more of a highlighted career after leaving Leeds than Samuel Saiz, and I wouldn't say he was as disrespectful to the management as Saiz was. I think he just had a few problems with Bielsa, and of course, his competitive nature of not wanting to give the goal away against Villa is what ended up breaking the camel's back, shall we say. I'm really annoyed with the situation that leaves fans unable to watch because of the financial situation with TV rights, etc. Definitely the Villa goal. Well, the TV rights thing, I think that is one of the most outdated laws in the history of football. This is the thing with everything. Laws don't keep up with technology. They never have. Look at the road laws. Look at the speed laws. There's speed limits for motorbikes and for cars. But yeah, I could get myself on. That's why they ended up banning the electric scooter. But before it was banned, and currently I believe the electric skateboard isn't banned, I can go like 70 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour road. And because I'm not driving a car or riding a motorbike, I'm technically not breaking any laws. You then look at that with football. Why was the 3 o'clock ban originally upheld in England? It was to stop people from not going to the games. It was because if people could watch them at home, they wouldn't go and watch these teams. But as we found out, people can still watch the games, but people are still deciding to go to the stadiums to actually watch them because the demand is so inelastic that it doesn't really matter if they show the games. And in fact, removing people from being able to watch the games is just ridiculous. And today isn't even a 3 o'clock kickoff, but it goes by the same rules, because if it was an open market in terms of the games being shown, then it would have been no problem and it'd be easy for people to watch. But look, my solution to that one, my friend, is hang on a second. Lovely shot by Calvin Phillips there, edge of the area. The game has slowed down a little bit there. My solution to that, my friend, is what is called a VPN, virtual private network. I'll say no more. But that is my solution to all of your problems, Mr. Jason Lelas. Definitely the Villa goal. Well said, JT. 2 minutes left on the clock. Rafinha looking a bit agonized, a bit upset. You know, he seems a bit angry with himself that he hasn't got a goal. And personally, I love that about him. He's never satisfied until he gets a couple of goals under his belt, until he does something to help the team, until he does something to help his personal account. He's never satisfied. He's never happy. He's angry. He's up for it. And that is what I like to see about Rafinha. That is what separates him from everyone else in the team. What are we going to do about these crappy laws? We could all boycott Sky, BT, etc. Yeah, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. People are never going to boycott them. All you can do is wait, because it's only a matter of time. These companies are losing money by the second. With people streaming every week, which is technically illegal, which a lot of people are doing, or maybe not so if you use a VPN and you pay for other services, whatever. With people finding these workarounds to using Sky, to using BT, to using even Prime Video, it's only a matter of time before another Prime Video-esque person like Netflix comes in and they decide they want to have a foothold in sports, and everyone starts buying in, and it just becomes part of your regular subscription. You could even see YouTube buying football. Would you believe it? YouTube buying Premier League football. That could happen. You know, if Amazon Prime can do it, if Netflix can do it, why can't YouTube? They have more money than anyone. So I think you could find a lot of these platforms buying the rights in the end, and then just every game being shown, and then making all the money for it. But I tell you what, clubs did try and take this into their own hands. Why do you think that the Big Six wanted to break away just before? It's because they wanted to make all the money for themselves. They didn't want Sky creaming off the top. How many more normal people can afford to watch their team? Not a lot, really. I mean, you can, but it will set you back a lot of money. And I don't think because you love your side so much that you should be forced to almost bankrupt yourself or have to live a lower quality of life because it costs so much for TV rights just to watch your side play football. I mean, ticket costs are already extortionate. Then you have to account for transport costs, food, drink, everything else. If you're going to a game, the cheapest you'll get with a youth ticket in the cheapest stand, it will be like 50 quid for the day, if you're lucky. 50 quid. For adults and for everything else, if you want to go and watch your team, you're looking at least 70, 80 quid with a couple of drinks in there, with a bit of food. Maybe upwards of 100 quid. Or watching it on TV, £30 a month to get your team broadcasted twice. It's no longer the people's sport, the working man's sport, and it hasn't been since Sky took over. In all fairness, but look, that's obviously a great thing. A great idea about letting YouTube show the games and make revenue. Well, it's just what will probably eventually happen. They will probably decide, hang on, we can make some dough from this. They probably look at the fact that a lot of high viewership content is coming from channels on YouTube like Sky Sports and BT Sports showing their game highlights are making views on YouTube. And whenever they show the Champions League final on YouTube, it gets a hell of a lot of views. Of course, BT Sport allow them to do so. However, they could make a hell of a lot more money by broadcasting it themselves and by broadcasting it live. Plus, it's just a home platform, YouTube, isn't it? Everyone has it. Everyone has it on their desktop at some point in the day. It'll be very easy for them to show all the games there. And look, I just see that that's the way things are going. I don't know about you lot. Smash them first half. Rest of the game to watch on TV. Look, I don't think we smashed them first half if we're talking about this game. And I think it is time that we have a little look at the old stat is stacks. YouTube regularly stream women's football, not a jockstrap inside. For fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. What is it with you and your damn jockstraps, man? Jesus Christ. Look at how we stopped the so-called Super League. Jason, my man, I've got bad news to tell you. We haven't stopped the Super League. We were lured in to thinking we stopped the Super League, but in reality, we haven't done anything of the sort. All we've done is frauded ourselves over big time because we delayed the Super League. We made it so that they couldn't do it then, but all we've done is led them to change it. Because listen to all the clubs, listen to Mikel Arteta, listen to Vinay Venkatesh, listen to Atletico Madrid, listen to Barcelona, listen to Perez, listen to all of them. They're saying the Super League is done in this current format. If you think they're not going to try and come back again, which they've already all stated that they are in a different format, then I'm sorry, but you're living in a bit of a delusional land, because they are coming back, and you better believe they're coming back, and they're only going to come back harder next time. So look, the problem is what always happens with humanity, especially in sport. We rally together in that short term. We come together to fight against what we would call a so-called evil in football, being the Super League. We rally against them. We fight like never before. We save our sport. But then within a week, everything goes back to normal. We forget about what they did. Man United start splashing the cash to bring Ronaldo in. Man United splash the cash to bring Jadon Sancho in. All of a sudden, they forget about the Glazers. All of a sudden, Liverpool fans are ready to forgive FSG for some terrible apology. All of a sudden, people are willing to just get behind the team and start watching them again. And unfortunately, because of that, football's never going to change. We're never going to be able to fully get rid of the Super League until we do something on the long term. But it is time to talk about that first half of action as we go over to the stats. The other games of the day are as follows. Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 1, Norwich City 0, Leeds United 1, and Brentford 0. Let's have a little look at the stats of the game. Of course, this is the lineup for Leeds, very much changed instantly with that Liam Cooper injury. 58% possession for Leeds to 42, 5 shots to 3, 2 shots to 1, and of course, less duels won. Doesn't really show the story of the game. If you ask me, I think it's been a pretty even game in large proportions of it. What I will say is Brentford have been very, very unable to break us down. We've been very strong defensively, specifically Junior Firpo. I think every time they've come down that right-hand side, and Bueno especially has been completely locked off by him. Baptiste, Good, Rozev Ramusen. Whenever anyone really has gone down that right-hand side against Junior Firpo, they've struggled. They have struggled. He's defended very well. Forshaw has dropped back as well. He's securing up the midfield. Dan James today, I feel like he's been getting a lot of freedom on the ball, but his end product again has lacked a little bit to be desired. However, his play in getting the ball forward has been very good. He's been making some very good deep lying runs with the ball. Tyler Roberts, of course, he's looked very energized today. Dallas, I think, he's had a good game. He hasn't had a great game. I think he's had a lot of energy in and around there. Again, final product left a little bit to be desired from Stuart Dallas. But generally, I think in that first half, Leeds, we were the better side, but we were just marginally the better side. We had a couple of good chances clear cut, but again, we're unable to create 3 or 4 really good clear cut opportunities. And I think Brentford are there for the taking. If we don't win this, it will be a crying shame. Because whilst I say we've only just been the better side, I don't think that's too much to credit Brentford with. I think that's more that Leeds just haven't been 100% going forward. I think we've played well, but we've lacked that sharp intensity, that quick one-touch football, one-touch pass, bing, ping, ping, up the pitch, goal. We haven't really been doing that so much. It's been a bit slow, a bit heavy on the touch at times, and a bit devoid of creativity in key moments. But having said that, there have still been a few impressive standout performances for Leeds. Like I said, most notably Junior Firpo and Tyler Roberts. But look, if we carry on like that in the second half, I don't see Brentford being able to hold out for that much longer. I don't see Brentford defensively being able to hold out for that much longer. Who do you think your key performers have been today? Who would you be giving your early man of the match to? That's what I'm talking about. Would you be giving it to a Leeds United player? Would you potentially say Pontus Jansson, this man right here, has been so impressive in preventing Leeds from getting forward any more than we have, that he deserves the man of the match? Would you say you really like Dan James's progressional play? Currently, I think it's hard to choose, but I'd probably have to go with Tyler Roberts with that goal just edging him out. Rafinha, again, of course, I mean, I don't even need to touch on Rafinha. Rafinha with a beautiful assist once again. He is just too classy, man. Too much class on grass. Mum Tyler Roberts. Not sure about that one, Chief. He looks like a bloke, to be honest. Not sure about that one, geezer. I do need to sort out the tags. I can't believe I haven't done this right now. Oh, bollocks, man of the match. Is that okay? Yeah. I was going to say, fella. I was going to say, it's a bit weird. I don't know what kind of fetishes you have going on over there. You know, maybe, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm going to cut that right there because the joke wasn't finding its way to my head. But we are just about 5 to 10 minutes away from the start of the second half. Like I said, it's really looking like 3 points are coming their way to Elland Road. It's looking like we're getting that win, that second win in a row that we needed. And with that tough December coming up, this turn in form could not be at a better time. Look, what did we say 3 weeks ago, a week ago? What did we say before Brighton? Yeah, we said 7 points out of the next 9 is very, very good. 7 points out of the next 9, I'll take that. I'll be very happy with 7 out of the next 9. Get ourselves into a more comfortable position, and then if we can nick a few points off one of the big dogs in the next 4 fixtures, then we could be in a really good position. And we've given ourselves a bit of breathing room behind us with these past couple of performances. And why can't we nick a win from Man City, from Arsenal, maybe even from Liverpool? I know it seems very unlikely, but why can't we nick a win from one of these big boys and potentially move even further up the table? But as things stand, look, this is perfect for Leeds. This is perfect. And I'm very happy. For the first time in a while, I'm feeling a bit comfortable watching Leeds. I tell you, this season, that has been a virtue. Being comfortable watching Leeds just doesn't seem to happen, does it? Leeds is just a side that gives you turmoil, it gives you heart attacks, it gives you heart palpitations, it gives you pain, it gives you agony. But today, it's been calm. I haven't really once thought that Brentford were going to score. I haven't really once thought that Leeds were in trouble this game. And I just think that it's been a bit of a calm game. Maybe you could say both sides do look a bit tired at times, you know. Neither one really pulling the trigger as much as they could. But Leeds comfortably cruising so far. As I need to cruise my way over to a glass of water because my throat is absolutely dying. Score predictions. Score predictions. At this current moment in time, I'm going to have to go with a 3-0 Leeds. What are your guys' score predictions? Get them in that comment section right there, right now. I want to see you guys get your golden bolloquinos and slap them on the table. Tell me who you think is going to win, what you think the score is going to be, and who you think the man of the match is going to be from early. As I go and quickly grab this glass of water, which is situated right to my right. Derry Joe Keeley 2-1. Double 2-1 Leeds. Come on. Where's the confidence in our clean sheet? Where is the confidence in our defense? Come on, we can keep a clean sheet. Oh. 4-0 Leeds. Now that's more like it, Frankie. That's what I'm talking about, man. 4-0, Vamos. 2-0 Leeds. All right, here we go. Like I said, I think I'm going to go for a more conservative 3-0 myself. But this is what I'm talking about, boys. Come on. Let's believe. Let's believe. Noob idiot. Who's a noob idiot? Me? You? Frankie Edgar? I don't know who the hell you're calling a noob idiot there. But anyone that predicts Leeds to keep a clean sheet is an absolute genius. They are nowhere near an idiot. It is the most base decision you could make is predicting Leeds to keep a clean sheet. In fact, so much so that I'm willing to put a fat bet on it right now. Unfortunately, I can't put it because there is no bets that allow me to do that on the current betting company I use. 4p Leeds all day. 4p? What the hell do you mean 4p? You mean 4-0? I presume you mean 4-0 there, Stevie Galarte. I don't know how to say that one. Galarte seems like a bit of a Spanish name there. As the Spanish league veteran Junior Firpo gets himself on the ball once more. Lovely little shimmy inside and out there. Plays it back to the Spaniard Lorente, who ends up giving the ball away for a Leeds United goal kick. Price of the team. Yes, sir. It's okay. What, you are Spanish? Ooh. Price of the team. What do you mean price of the team? What is the price of the team? What is the KT price of the team? I'm not sure what you're talking about here. As the main man Melier puts the ball down once more. Come on, spray it out. Lovely chip through ball there. What is going on? I hope my stream's not lagging here. If the stream's lagging, please let me know. But I think it should be fine. 4p. Oh. Oh my days. For God's sake. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Hang on a second. That is not what we like to see. That is not what we like to see at all. My computer has just crashed. I hope the screen is all right. What teams do you want to get relegated? Brighton, first of all. Brighton, because yes, I'm still bitter about that whole Ben White situation. I'm still a bit bitter about that. So Brighton, firstly. Man United in a dream world, but we all know that's never going to happen. Burnley, I think they've had their time in the sunshine. I think it's time for them to go. And probably, aside from that, Newcastle, because it'd be quite funny after they've just got their new Saudi ownership. American out of Chilean parents. Bielsa fan for years. Okay. Of course, he did very well with Chile, didn't it? Did he take you to the Copa America? Did very well in the Copa America, didn't he? With Chile. So I don't blame you for being a Bielsa fan. I'm a Bielsa fan for life after this, and hopefully he stays with Leeds for life. Although that does seem very, very unlikely. But he is a man that cultivates intense emotional response, Bielsa. And that is exactly what he's got from both me and you, by the sounds of it. As for being a Chelsea fan, whoa. That's a bit of a different story. It's a bit of a different story. I hope you're not a Chelsea fan, fella. That could be some serious problems here. Norwich, Burnley, Newcastle. Yeah, Norwich are going to get relegated, aren't they? I can't believe I forgot about Norwich. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Those were the teams I wanted to get relegated, but I highly doubt Brighton will get relegated when you've got Norwich and Burnley in the league. Unfortunately, I think Burnley will actually somehow stay up. I just think they will. I don't know how. They just always seem to claw themselves just above the relegation zone. As Rafinha now is ready to claw the ball into the box. He has a free kick about 25 yards out. Whips it in. Ayling! Oh, it's saved! Oh my God, what a return that could have been for Luke Ayling. Oh, it's a sumptuous ball in by Rafinha. Pinpoint delivery straight onto the head of Luke Ayling, who dives at it, gets his head on it and flicks it. It's flying into the top corner there. Lovely header by Luke Ayling, and it is a fingertip save away. Oh, beautiful play by Leeds. So close there. What a ball in by Rafinha once again. Class header by Ayling. So close. Lovely save the end there. Lovely, lovely save by Fernandez. So unlucky for Luke Ayling there. Could have been two. Warzone and Leeds are a good combo. I can imagine, mate. Didn't really like. I liked Warzone, of course. I played it. It was very good for a couple of months personally. But battle royale games, I kind of get bored of them quite quickly, to be honest. And the MP in the following game and the rest of the COD wasn't really as great as I was expecting. But Warzone for me, I don't know. Plus, it's hack infested. Something about battle royales. However, a bit of COD and a bit of Leeds, can't go wrong with that. Two of man's greatest pleasures in life. He set them up, put them on the map. Bielsa. No, you asked about relegation. I said Chelsea love. Oh, oh right, yeah. Hey, imagine if we could get Man United, Chelsea, and Liverpool all relegated. Now that would be pretty sweet. I don't know about you, but that would be pretty damn great. Oh, here we go. Rafinha's in there now. Rafinha is in there like swimwear. Right hand side of the box. Taking it back. Oh, he's kicked off for a throw. What's going on? Oh, he's offside. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. I am so thirsty. I'm watching on delay. I think this could be Burnley for a year or relegation. What do you mean you're watching on delay? You're watching this stream on delay? Or you're watching the game on delay? Of course, if you do want to sync up your game to this one, if you are watching it at home, the clock is on the screen. If you can manage to find a way to make them synced up. Cinco de Mayo weekend. This could be Burnley's year for relegation. Look, I just don't think so, man. I kind of want them to because they've just been... It's like, remember when Southampton a couple of years ago were just avoiding relegation on the last day by the skin of their teeth? That's exactly what Burnley have been doing. Well, not the last day, but every year they just seem... Everyone thinks they're going to get relegated, and then they just seem to scrape their way through. Hang on a second there. Is this... I see it was lagging balls for a second there. Is this alright, guys? Is this stream alright? Oh, the game's on delay. How has Ayling looked? He's looked solid. He hasn't been tested too much. Defensively, when he has been tested, he's looked good, but I think he's still got a ways to go fitness-wise. He doesn't look 100% comfortable on the spin when people are coming at him with pace. But otherwise, he's looked good. He has looked good. I wouldn't say it's been his best performance this season. I know he hasn't had many great performances, but going forward, he definitely seems to be offering us something. He definitely seems to be offering us another option there. A lot of confidence. Aerially as well, he's been very, very impressive, as we just saw from that set piece, which just got saved there. Here he is, getting tested again, Ayling here. Playing in more of a central defensive position as well, being covered there. That wasn't good from Ayling, though. That was not good at all from Ayling. And we've conceded, man. Oh, stupid. Once again, just stupidness. And there's Luke Ayling. Oh, he's slow to the ball there. Stuart Dallas gets held up on this left-hand side here. Takes it past Stuart Dallas, falls on his ass, and then Ayling is just left flat-footed in no man's land. The ball comes across, and it is a lovely finish. It is a lovely finish in the end there on the edge of the box by Baptiste. But why is he left in so much space there? Dallas and Ayling getting absolutely skinned. Baptiste loses Tyler Roberts. You could say Tyler Roberts should have been tighter to his man there. But that is just sloppy individual mistakes once again. And they're back in the game. So gutting. What's the point of Burnley at last? Norwich win some... And what's the point of Burnley? At least Norwich win something every couple of years. What, going down to the Championship? Well, I guess the point is get money, try and put the club on the map a little bit more. But 2-1 Leeds then. Yeah, 2-1 Leeds indeed. Calvin Phillips coming off the pitch now. Hang on, is he injured? Or has he been substituted? It's not showing me. I think Mateusz Klich has just come onto the pitch, has he? Mateusz Klich. Wait. Mateusz Klich. Who's just come on for... Who's just come on for Phillips? I presume that's a Klich for Phillips. Phillips has just walked down the tunnel here. Phillips has just walked down the tunnel. They were too busy showing the highlight, and the next thing they cut to is just Phillips walking down. I don't know what exactly the change here formationally is. I wonder if we've gone to a 4 at the back here. I'm trying to see how they set up. Klich now on the ball though. It does seem like we've put Klich further forward and we've gone to an auxiliary back 4 now. I don't know why exactly Calvin Phillips has come off. I think it could be to do with an injury. That's all I can point to right now is an injury for Calvin Phillips. As Tyler Roberts once more comes forward again. Gives it out to Dallas. Come on, my son. This is a little bit better from Leeds. Building it up slowly, but again, struggling to make that final pass. Sounds like terrible defending again. That's exactly what it was. So much for my 4-0. Exactly, man. I went all guns blazing podcast style with that 3-0. And now I've got egg on my face. Because of stupid defending again. Klich for Phillips. Yeah, it is Klich for Phillips. Positionally, though, like I said, I think we have gone back to a more auxiliary back 4. That's what it's looking like now. As Jack Harrison is really covering that left-hand side of defense there. Maybe not so. Maybe we are still 3 at the back here. As once again, Baptiste comes in, spins it around. Sergi Canos. Oh, what a block. What a block by Ayling there with his face. With his face. What a block. That was clutch, man. Brentford now coming forward with ease. With ease at times, Brentford are coming forward. This is not good for Leeds in the slightest. Leeds have looked really under the cosh these past 4 or 5 minutes. Let's go Leeds sleeping. What does the term clutch mean? Clutch is... it's hard to describe. Coming in clutch is like doing something sick when it's needed the most. When it's needed the most. Say we need a point to survive a relegation. And then in the last minute of the game, Alioski comes in, does some one-man job, takes on 5 players and pings it top bins. He's just coming clutch right there. He saved us at the last minute. That's kind of what clutch means. If you don't know, get to know. Mbuemo is going down. He's still on the floor here, Stuart Dallas. What? I don't know what's going on here. Is that Dallas or Ayling on the floor? Look like Dallas's boots there, but I think it is Ayling actually. They're VARing it. I don't know what they're checking for VAR here, but this is not looking good for Leeds injury-wise. We cannot have another injury coming off, especially Luke Ayling, who's just come back from injury. We can't have him coming off now as well. We've already had Phillips come off with what looks to be an injury. We've already had Cooper come off with what was an injury, and now our captain, Luke Ayling, is walking off the pitch. I think he is going to carry on here. He's holding his neck. I feel like he's been absolutely pelted in the neck there. 13th hour on point clutch. I tell you, we do need we need a clutch up from Adam Forshaw today. Now, actually, I don't think Adam Forshaw is going to get the clutch. If anyone's going to get the clutch, I think it's going to be Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford now, Ayling needs an embarrassing spray, that's all. An embarrassing spray. What's an embarrassing spray? What makes the spray embarrassing? I don't quite understand that one. Cheers. That West Ham winner was my favourite goal so far this season. And the one against Chelsea with that world-class goalkeeping from Mendy. I don't know where you sit on that one with Mendy. Whether you criticize his positioning on that, or if you think it was just a freak goal. Oh my god. Oh my god. He has missed a absolute sitter from about 3 yards out there. Carlos Tevez is in the box. There is no one around him. Again, Ayling and Dallas completely losing his man. Dallas losing his man at the back stick there. Just allowing Tevez to have acres of space. He comes over the back of him, and how he misses that, I will never understand. That is a gilt-edge chance. Gilt-edge chance from Carlos. We're like an egg basket this year. Let's go bam bam. And by bam bam, of course, you mean Patrick Bamford. Oh my word. Again, that man again, Carlos Tevez. He's been causing us absolute nightmares today. Nightmares. And Sergi Canos. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Just such poor defending again. Junior Firpo this time losing out. He tries to play it to Forshaw. Forshaw loses out. Luke Ayling comes diving in. Just opens up acres of space. The ball finds its way to Mbeumo. It's a lovely ball from Mbeumo to Canos. But that's not the problem. The problem is Forshaw standing still. Firpo giving the ball to nobody. And Ayling diving in once again there. It seems like ever since you said, how is Ayling doing? Ayling has just had calamity after calamity, because that is shocking. That is poor defending. Nothing Meslier could do there once Canos got into the box and lasered it into the top corner. But again, man, silly defending. Silly defending, man. Thank the Lord. Don't know what there is to thank the Lord about. Nothing to thank the Lord with right now. Fallen to bits. Wow, I'd take a draw now. Oh my God, how have we let this slip so badly? We were in cruise control. We were in cruise control in that first half. No way. No way we're doing this again. No way at all. Come on, the boys. Sergi Canos this time round, giving it out. Giving it out to Henry. Henry losing out. Henry, you know what? Why didn't we sign Henry? Huh? Why did we not sign Henry at left back? Why did we sign Junior Firpo? Why couldn't we have signed Henry? Because Henry, let me tell you something, he would fit perfectly into this Leeds side. He would fit like a glove on a hot winter's evening. I don't know why I said hot. I was going to say hot summer's day. But you wouldn't really wear a glove on a hot summer's day. As Matthias Klitsch comes sliding forward now. Slides the ball in there like swimwear. It's Jack Harrison! Oh, it's cleared away once more. Come on, the boys. Put the pressure on. Come on. I want to see more pressure than an erection on skinny jeans. I want to see us pile the pressure on them. I want to see us give them a rash that they cannot get rid of. A rash that even Sudocrem would not solve. That is what we need to do to them right now. Junior Firpo giving the ball forward once more. Jack Harrison into Matthias Klitsch. Matthias Klitsch on the spin. Lovely ball in! And that rhymed because I'm a poet. And I ain't talking about Vooge. But Matthias Klitsch whips it in again. And it's cleared away by Henry this time. Only as far as a Leeds United corner. This is what I'm talking about. This is slightly better from Leeds. It only took 2 goals to wake us up. They look likely to get a third by sounds. It was looking like that, but now Leeds really starting to wake up. Leeds starting to put the pressure on a bit more now. Ever since that second goal has gone in, Leeds have looked in the ascendancy. Finally woken up a little bit, because this second half has been sloppy. Sloppier than Sloppy Joe's, and sloppier than blowjobs from a hooker. I know Steve, me lads, just texted me telling me we're falling to bits. Got to put Bamford on. We were falling to bits, but like I said, we've weathered the storm in that 15 minutes. Now we're coming forward, and we're coming for your kids. No, we're not coming for your kids. We're coming for your points. I don't know why I said that one. But hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your wallets, hide everything, because Leeds are coming to town, and Leeds are running rampant in this last 2 minutes here as Jack Harrison comes forward once more. Once again, it is forced to be cleared out for another throw-in for Leeds United. We need 3 points today. Come on, Leeds. We do need 3 points today. We need 2 whole goals to get us there. Unfortunately, not able to keep the clean sheet. Not even able to keep it down to 1 goal. 2 goals conceded, not good at all. Especially when you look at our goal difference. It is absolutely shocking. Down in the -7, -8 right now. Pardon my French. -8 goal difference currently. And oh my God, Klitsch has just passed it to the goalkeeper. He's just passed it to the goalkeeper. Mateusz Klitsch has actually just looked at the goalkeeper. He's been like, you know what, fella? I know you're wearing pink. I know you play for the other team. But here, have the ball, geezer. Honestly, what's he playing at? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The magic man is on. The magic is about to happen. The main man, Patrick Bamfordinho, is back in action. He's stripping himself, stripped and ready. Who's going to come off for him? Could you presume it could be Dan James? Will it be Tyler Roberts? It's Dan James. Lovely touch. And it's offside, apparently. I think that's very harsh for me personally. I think he just towed the line onside. What are you watching the game on? I'm currently in Saudi Arabia, watching it on the back of a minibus. With a few other people. I could, however, just quickly fly over to Dubai. I've heard there's a couple of games on there, but currently Dubai is where it's at. We are Leeds. Come on, Forshaw, spray the ball now. Come on. I'm struggling to put 2 words together. Leeds are struggling to put 2 passes together. What is going on? He needs to fix up on both accounts. Here we go. Adam Forshaw now into Rafinha. Rafinha spinning it, but going back towards his own goal. Still got it, though. Still got it, Rafinha. And then he just passes it to absolutely nobody. Hang on, though. This is better. This is liquid football from Leeds. Liquid football from Luke Ayling. And it's punched away by the goalkeeper. Don't you dare give him a free kick. Give us a free kick, man. Mateusz Klitsch has just been bommeled over there. What is this referee playing at? Come on, just 1 point. Come on. Rally the troops, boys. Come on, I want to see some energy. I want to see some confidence, some belief emanating from you lot. Yeah? I'm not feeling a lot of confidence right now. And to be honest, I can't really blame you. But hang on a second there. How have Leeds not gotten anything there? Ayling with the ball in. Dan James gets absolutely flattened. Absolutely flattened by Fernandes. And then Klitsch gets stacked over. Here we go. He's on. He is on the pitch. Patrick Bamford is on. Who's coming off, though? Who's he going to replace? Is that Dan James's number? Dan James off the pitch for Patrick Bamford, is it? Who are they going to put on? Come on, get your jacket off, Patrick. Get your jacket off, my man. Junior Firpo, the man to make way for Patrick Bamford. Change of formation. Leeds going all guns blazing in this second half. And we need it. We need the goal big time. Come on, just 1 point. Come on, bam, bam. Let's go. Come on. This is it. I'm telling you. Rafinha, lovely sauntering run into the middle of the pitch there. Cuts it out to Stuart Dallas instead. Dallas roaming forward with the ball now. Roaming forward like 4G data charges. And unfortunately unable to get the ball to Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford looking a little bit heavy in the opening encounters of his feet on a lot of his second half performance, shall we say here. since he's come onto the pitch. Of course, he has only been on the pitch for 30 seconds, but he is looking a little bit clunky. He needs to get the blood flowing around his body. He needs to get those sides to sides in. He needs to open the gate a few times, get those legs moving, get that blood pumping. Plenty attack on the pitch. Not enough attacking, if you ask me. Once again, it's cleared forward here. Can he get his foot on the end of it? No, he cannot. Patrick Bamford again, though. Lovely little bit of close control. Down to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison back to Forshaw. Forshaw over to Dallas. Come on. This is it. We're recycling the ball now. We are eco-friendly recycling the ball. Nice and quickly. Rafinha now. Lovely ball out to the right. Dan James. Dan James to Klitsch. This is it. This is the move. This is the moment. Gives it back to... Oh, my God. Ayling. Oh, my God. Hang on a second there. Hang on a second there. Luke Ayling, my man. Luke Ayling. What are you playing at, Luke? He's gone again to slide tackle Canos there. He's completely missed him. This has been an absolute disaster show for Luke Ayling in the second half. This has been a horror show. Wow. Luke. Bill, Luke, whatever you want to call him. This second half, it seems the second you said, how is Ayling doing? And I gave him a little bit of backing there. He has just had an absolute shocker in this second half. I mean, he's almost cost us about 3 goals just through diving in recklessly and getting nowhere near the ball here. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone to bring on for him either because we've already made 3 subs. As Sergi Canos makes way. Sergi Canos, the goal scorer. Sergi Canos, I'm not sure why they're taking him off, to be honest, because he was causing us bedlam in that second half. He was causing us nightmares. Ball's out to Dallas. Come on. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. Jack Harrison now. Jack Harrison to Llorente. Llorente on the ball. Needs to sub in before he gets sent off. Who? Ayling? Oh, Canos. Oh, Rafinha. Oh, Rafinha. Oh, that is filthy, baby. Woo! Nutmegs 2 players. Carries on the run. In the end, he's fouled there. That is just pure sauce from the Brazilian maestro. No subs left. No, not for Leeds. We've already made triple subs as Rafinha goes for a looping long ball. And unfortunately, no one's able to get on the end of it. No, we subbed Liam Cooper off. We subbed Patrick Bamford on for Junior Firpo. And we also subbed... Who the hell was the other sub? No, not Llorente. We subbed Jack Harrison on. We subbed Jack Harrison, Klitsch, and Bamford on. For Cooper, Ayling, and Firpo. Not Ayling. Oh my God. I'm just going to stop talking. Here we go. Get the ball forward here. I'm sorry. I'm actually so focused on this game right now because we have 17 minutes left to save ourselves. And if we lose this game, we are in serious trouble. If I go back to that table now, oh my God. Look how massive this game is. 1 second. We were sat in 11th place. 11th place. Big chilling. Big chilling in 11th place. Yeah? Just behind Leicester, who would have been in 10th place. Above Palace. Above Villa. Above Southampton. Above Everton. And with this, we're now just 5 points above the drop. And Burnley have a game in hand. With our next 4 games, frightening games coming up on the horizon. We need the 3 points and we need them big. A draw puts us above Everton, but it doesn't really do too much apart from that. It maybe puts us above Southampton as well. It does just put us above Southampton. but it won't put us above Villa. A draw is not good enough. We need a win. We need a win big time because it's only a matter of time before Burnley and Newcastle start picking up some more points. Come on, Leeds. Brazilian news. How are you, my man? What's the news like over in Brazil? What's going on over there? What is going on, Julian Breton Miles? What is going on, Elan Melier? Gives the ball out to Luke Ayling now. Luke Ayling with Klitsch to his right. Klitsch playing it back to Ayling. Ayling with a cut inside down to Forshaw. Forshaw out to the left. Come on, this is what I'm talking about. This is more like it. Stuart Dallas now. As Stephen Gayarce has just subscribed and joined the most forward-thinking young pioneers that the beautiful game has to offer. Welcome to the family, my brother, as we hit 16. Oh, God damn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from. But all I know is that you 16 fine legends are absolute living legends. And well appreciated by the family. Here we go. I'll tell you what the family are craving right now. They're craving some dinner. And by dinner, I mean 3 delicious 3 points. Oh, 3 delicious points rather, not 3 delicious 3 points. Or some delicious 3 points. Whatever way you want to slice it. As Stuart Dallas comes close there. This is a little bit better from Leeds. Starting to pick things up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Everyone up the tempo. Up the tempo. Come on, the boys. Come on, everyone. Everyone just take a couple of deep breaths, all right? Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. Win the ball. Win the ball. Calm it down. There you go. Don't clear it. Don't clear it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. That's it, Adam. Keep it. Keep it. All right. All right. Now we start to build it up. Now we start to build up the energy. Now we start the belief. Now we start to believe that we can score. Believe we can achieve. As Luke Ayling pins him back now. Patrick Bamford on the spin. Patrick Bamford losing out on the spin. What's he doing there, man? What is he playing at there? Pontus Jansson coming forward. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Melier. What a diving header that is. They've pinged like a 30-yard ball there. Only as far as Melier, who has come diving out there to clear it away. Here we go. Luke Ayling now. Luke Ayling pinging the ball. Lovely sprayed ball to absolutely nobody. Sack Bielsa. He's just a silly old fool who needs to retire. Zen, my man. Zen. How could you be so off on this one? How could you be so wrong? Bielsa does not need to retire. Bielsa is the furthest thing from retirement. Bielsa is the furthest thing from a fool. He is a genius. He is a born and bred genius. Yeah? You don't find many people with brains like his. You don't find any slicker, any quicker, as Mbuemo comes through here with a lovely little bit of a flicker. But it's a lovely defended challenge there by Luke Ayling for a change. Lovely defensive play there by him. Rafinha fouled on the other hand. And this referee is absolutely criminal. He's just booked Klitsch, has he? When Rafinha has just been absolutely taken out from behind there. Instead, he decides to book Mateusz Klitsch on a challenge after. Stop making excuses for him. No, he's not. What's he done? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What has he done? What hasn't he done? What hasn't he done? He dragged us from mid-table irrelevancy in the Championship up to the Premier League for the first time in 16 years with a very, very cheap squad. People think our squad is cheap for the Premier League. You should have seen how cheap it was for the Championship even. Yeah, we weren't high spenders in the Championship. We did it on a relatively shoestring budget. And he transformed us there. He got us up to 9th place last year. 2 points off of Europe in our first year back in the Premier League. Yeah? Zen Silencio. Silencio, por favor. As Forshaw pings the ball forward here. Oh my god, hang on. That is a peach of a ball. Ref! Hang on a second there. What's going on there? That's surely a free kick. Finally, man. Henry has just clattered Dan James there. Bodied him from behind. Didn't get Europe though. Yeah, we were 2 points off on our first season with an under-budgeted side. With a very, very paper-thin side as well. Look, if we had more money to invest, it'd be a different story. But we don't have loads of money, and he's still doing fantastic things with this side. Like I said, if we were to win today, we would be up in 11th place, just 4 points off Europe. It's fine margins of football. And because of players making individual mistakes, that doesn't warrant hate on Bielsa. Come on, man. Rafinha now. Rafinha looking forward. Rafinha with a dangerous free kick. Plays it to the outside of the box. It's Klitsch! Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, man. Lovely play there. Lovely play by Rafinha. Everyone was expecting the cross except from Klitsch. He just drills it out to the outside of the area there. And he's unfortunately unable to get it past the first man, Klitsch, with the shot there. He's in acres of space, though. Oh, he's got to be doing a bit better there, if you ask me. Fires it straight into Pontus Jansson. Mateus, man. Mateus. Bell end. Who is the bell end here? As Roberts goes forward. Ooh, rips a long shot again. An early shot. Almost caught the keeper off guards there. Unfortunately, again, another shot straight down the pipe. Straight down the middle of the goal. You're going to have to add a bit more ingenuity than that, Tyler. In that, it would be the same old story. Took Chile to the work up after decades. Man, come on. What are you talking about, Zen? What are you talking about, man? With all due respect, Mr. Kai, you're spewing a whole load of fraudulence right here because Bielsa is God. Bielsa is the man that has saved this club. Bielsa is everything that is great about Leeds in this current guise. Bielsa is a master and pure class. Yes, he is indeed. Zen. Who would you recommend we get instead then? If I was to humour this for just a second. Who would you recommend we get instead? As Dallas comes forward again here. This game is not over yet. This game is not done and dusted yet. We've still got 8 minutes left. David O'Leary back. Right. Right. Yep. 100%, man. What a decision. When's the last time David O'Leary even managed a side? Must have been at least 10 years ago, no? Probably more. As the ball comes in again. Dan James now hovering outside the edge of the area. Luke Ayling gets the ball. Luke Ayling drills it out to the left there. Yeah, he got Champions League semi-final. Look at his squad compared to ours, man. Oh, what are you trying to compare that for? What? What the hell is that about? Jesus. Of course, man. The reason he got the Champions League semi-final is because we spent all that money we didn't have to make a ludicrously good squad. And I think if we had Bielsa with that squad, then we could have actually won the Champions League. But that could be a debate for another story because I'm not trying to throw shade on my man David O'Leary over here. But that is just a completely wayward comparison. That's like me comparing what? Pep Guardiola and Steve Pearce, yeah? Oh, what? Psycho Pearcey wasn't able to crack the Champions League with Man City, but Pep Guardiola is. Guardiola is also 10 times the manager as Pearce, so probably not a good comparison to make there. But that is two completely irrelevant factors there. There is no independent variable included there. Zen, us definitely talking nonsense. You're not wrong. We just need some good signings next year, and we're set to challenge for top 6. That's what I thought this year, but we might need a few more than good if we are to lose players like Rafinha this summer, which is why it was imperative that we strengthened this year. And we didn't strengthen enough. We didn't spend enough money in the summer, and now we could be paying for it. As Visa is taken down there by oh my god. Rafinha has stroked his shoulder and Visa has just dived to the floor there. He dove like a salmon, and this is ridiculous. I cannot believe what I'm looking at here. Dan James has gotten worse. Firpo got worse. What? Firpo hasn't got worse. Dan James hasn't got worse. How have they got worse? I'm sorry, but Firpo, if you're trying to tell me Firpo's got worse because he was at Barcelona before, there's a fella who actually joins quite a few of these streams, lovely geezer, Barcelona fan himself. And the day we signed Firpo, I was actually talking to him, and he told me that we'd been absolutely fleeced for Junior Firpo. He said that he couldn't believe we spent that much on him. So you can't blame that on Bielsa. As Brentford get another free kick here. Come on, get the ball out. This is sloppy from Leeds. This is really sloppy. Really sloppy. We have 5 minutes left to save things. 4 minutes left of regulatory time. Potentially another few minutes added on after that. Cal L, how are you, my man? I'm liking it. I'm liking the passion. I'm liking the optimism, the energy. I can feel it emanating through your keyboard right now. As Dan James gets the ball again here. Options left and right. He goes right to Rafinha, who goes right back to Brentford, man. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Notorious Leeds United Football Club. Well, look, I don't think we need to go that hard on my boy Zen. Look, the guy's clearly smoking some budge. All right, the guy's clearly he's in Spaceland right now, and I ain't talking zombies, but he is in Spaceland right now, and he's saying a few ridiculous things. But I don't think we need to tell him to leave. You know, everyone's entitled to say what they want to say. It's just what you are saying is absolutely ridiculous. I do have to say that much, but we don't need to go abusing my man over here now. As Luke Ayling gets the ball. Come on, boys. Come on. This is it. 3 minutes. This is where heroes are made. This is where the magic happens. Stuart Dallas with 2 men either side. Oh my god, and he's giving it straight forward, straight to them again, man. Wow, this is criminal stuff. This is criminal. Total 4. What do you mean by total 4? Oh, the total goals are going to be less than 4. So you're saying it's going to stay like this. Well, I disagree! Rafinha, man, you donkey. Barca fan was spot on. Firpo is rubbish. Do you think that Brentford at home is a must-win? Of course it is. It's Brentford, man. I'm sorry, but in the Championship, we should have been beating Brentford. In the Premier League, we should be beating Brentford. We have a better squad than them, a better manager than them. There is quite literally no excuse to not be beating Brentford at home. I just can't believe the way that we've let this slip in the second half here. I really can't. Sorry, pal, just can't stand Mr. Negatives. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. No worries. Look, it's football, obviously. We're all going to be very passionate about our opinions and our beliefs. So it's completely understandable on both sides. Do you think Brentford at home is a must-win? Yeah. Do you think Brentford at home is a must-win? Do you? Are you seriously going to sit there and tell me that Brentford at home is not a must-win game? Are you going to tell me that? Come on. Brentford. Surely a must-win. But we only have 1 minute left to get that win. Damn, it's only 5 minutes. Fighting Leeds. Let's tell them how... It's only 5 minutes. Fighting Leeds. Let's fight, boys. Let's tell them how good Leeds are. Jensen coming onto the pitch now. This is not what we need. This is time wasting at its finest. Jensen also very good at holding the ball up. He's going to be energized. He's going to be in there like swimwear, ready to win it. Ready to rumble in the jungle. This is not good news for Leeds at all as they close on the end of the game. How much added time are we going to get? Come on. How much added time? Show me 10 minutes. Show me the money. Show me the money. How much are we talking? How much time? Come on. Come on, Gaffer. The ball's whipped in again and it's cleared away again. Come on, Hublot. 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes left to steal something, to win something. For the fans, for the points, for the glory, for all the bacon in the sea. And now that I've said that, I really could do with some bacon. But I could do more with a goal as Dan James skins his man like a wolf. Rafinha now on the ball again. I don't know where he's going there. Gives it all the way back to Llorente. Oh my God, Llorente. I mean, Rafinha in the second half. I can't lie to you. It hasn't been a vintage Rafinha performance in the second half. As he plays a beautiful ball now to Dan James. Oh my God, the guy couldn't cross a zebra crossing. What is that? Oh my God, he couldn't cross a checkbox in a ballot box. In a ballot, sorry. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my days. I still have to meet Chelsea in the next round. Damn it. What do you mean? What do you mean you have to meet Chelsea in the next round? Didn't expect this today. I didn't. I expected a win, to be honest. I expected a bit more of what we got in the first half. And of course, man, typical cursed James. I said, oh, for the first time, I'm actually feeling comfortable with how Leeds are playing. And then we just go and shit the bed. And then we just go and let it all down. Oh, Llorente indeed. I don't know if you just saw what I just saw, but Llorente had just gifted them the ball there. He's got about as much strength as A4 paper right now. Bamford, let us know you're back. Exactly. I predicted the score the wrong way around. Poor second half. 3 points lost for me. Hang on, there's still 3 minutes here, lad. There's still 3 minutes. 3 minutes of magic about to happen. We scored in the 94th against Palace. We can score in the 94th today. Can Bamford do something? Doesn't really look that way because Bamford right now, he looks half asleep even, really. He's not in the game at all, Patrick. Not in the game at all. 2.5 minutes left. Llorente taking 10 years with the goal kick. Not Diego Llorente, that is, by the way. But Fernandez Llorente. Pings the ball forward. Only as far as Jack Harrison. Oh, boys. Where do we start on this performance, eh? Where do we start? Who do you lay the blame at? Personally, I think Ayling and Dallas defensively have been shocking. I think Rafinha has been pretty sloppy at times in this second half. I think Dan James, I can't really label too much criticism at him. However, he hasn't been doing enough for me going forward. Klitsch, since he's come on, has looked alright, but he hasn't looked amazing. Now for us at Chelsea, needed to win today. Oh, you maybe... I know what you're saying now, Jerome. We did need to win today. We did. Because it's not just Chelsea. It's Chelsea, then it's City, then it's Arsenal, then it's Liverpool. Talk about a gauntlet of fire. As Leeds come forward for a corner. Mellier's up now. Rafinha gives it in. Oh! Would you believe it? It's Patrick Bamford! Oh! He's done it! Patrick Bamford with the last minute equalizer! Vamos, Leeds! Carajo! Oh! Patrick Bamford! He's back in action! It's a lovely ball in by Rafinha. It's flicked on, and who's there? Right where he needs to be. The right place at the right time. It's Patrick Bamford, baby. And it's 2-2. And Leeds are back in action. What a finish off the crossbar with his left knee. It is a sublime finish. Back in the squad. Back on the score sheet. Patrick Bamford, eat your heart out. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, man. Wow. Oh, yes. Yes, boys. Come on. Get it. Do not concede now. Come on, get it forward. Let's get a third. Let's get a third. Come on, the boys. Let's get a third. Is that it? Is that full time? Is that full time? Yes, it is. Wow. Wow. Another late one. Another late one. Oh. Wow. Tactical genius by Bielsa getting Bamford in there. Oh, wow. As the melee goes up. Oh, my days. Another late goal. And what a goal it was. Patrick Bamford. What a man. What a legend. What an absolute beast. That point could turn out to be massive. It does make the table look a little bit better as well now. We're up to 14th, looking a lot prettier than that 16th place we were just sat in. Of course, look, we wanted the 3 points. We needed the 3 points. But I'll take a point in the current circumstances, especially when it comes in that manner, especially when it comes from that man, Patrick Bamford, yet again, back on the score sheet, and all that doom and gloom seems to have just been eradicated in one fell swoop there. What a goal. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, yes. Should have been on from the start, mate. Look, it's the game's done, unfortunately, Pablo. There's no way of making it 3-2. On from the start, I don't think I could say he should have been on from the start. I don't think he has the legs for that right now with it being his first game back. You know, it's been quite a lengthy injury spell that he'd been out for. But you could tell he was hungry. You could tell from his celebration alone. If any of you haven't seen that, wait till you see his celebration. It will send shockwaves down your spine. He was hungry for that. He was determined. This is what I'm talking about with Patrick Bamford that we've been missing. His positioning is elite. His hunger, his desire to get a goal. This is something that when Gelhardt was playing, I said even he doesn't have that Bamford offers us. Dan James doesn't quite have it. Rodrigo doesn't quite have it in that position. Tyler Roberts doesn't quite have that same determination that Bamford has. The positional awareness that Bamford has. The movement. And then when he gets there, all he needed was a touch. There was a little bit of luck, of course, with it bouncing off the crossbar. But he was in the right place at the right time. He put a good connection on it. And when you do that, you're always likely to score. Wow. He played 90 minutes a few days ago. He played for the under-90s. Yeah, he did. Bye, lads and lasses. Bye, my man, Golden Bollockinios. And I'll tell you something. The man with the golden bollocks today was Patrick Bamford. And he slapped them right on the table as Leeds slapped our way back into the game. And we hit 24 goddamn likes. Thank you guys so much. The support today has been absolutely unfathomable. Thank you guys so much for that. You absolute living legends. Was a draw deserved, JT? Yeah. I think if you're gonna go on the basis of the entire game, yeah, a draw was deserved. Because I think it was only really 20 minutes or so in that opening second half where Brentford really caused us major turmoil. There were a few times after that where the defense was shaky. And look, if we were a bit more unlucky today, then yes, we could have easily been walking out with a 3-2 loss or something like that, or a 2-1 loss. And we couldn't really complain because of our stupid defensive mistakes. But if you're actually going off the basis of the whole game, I don't think I can say we deserved a win because of how we defended, especially in that second half. However, a draw probably is the fairer result on reflection of the game. Had you asked me this at half time, I would have said no way. I would not take a draw at all. I'd spit on your face with coming at me with a draw. Yeah, disrespectful. But obviously, we saw what we saw in the second half, and just thankful we could grab that point in the end there. Next four games will tell us a lot. Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, they will indeed. If we can get 4 to 6 points out of those four games, then that will be very impressive. As Shadow Wolf has just subscribed and joined the most forward-thinking young pioneers that the beautiful game has to offer. Welcome to the family, my brother. Yes, we won. We didn't win, but it feels like a win when you get a goal under those circumstances, doesn't it? It just hits different. A last minute equalizer or winner, it just hits different, doesn't it? Wow, what did I tell you, man? It's never over till it's over. Never at all. As we hit the lucky 27 likes. Good point against a strong Brentford side. Excellent watch along as always. Thank you. Excellent contribution as always from you, Michael Brown. You absolute legend of the stream, legend of the channel, legend of the platform, Michael Brown. Let's have a little round of applause for the main man, Michael Brown, who's in here week in, week out. Supporting me, supporting you, supporting the boys. So have a little round of applause here for the main man, Michael Brown. Good point against a strong Brentford side. I enjoyed that, guys. Great hosting, JTLive. Goodbye, Stevie C. I enjoyed it as well. Have a good day, my man. Good point against a strong... Look, if you asked me at the beginning of the game, I would have said we need 3 points. So I struggled to say good point against a good Brentford side. Personally, I think we were just the masters of our own demise at times. However, it is a good point in the context of the game. Now to smash Chelsea, Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. Hey, man, well, I reckon we will upset one of them. I think we have a good chance of beating Arsenal. Good chance of beating Arsenal. City, you never know. Got 4 points out of 6 against City last year. Liverpool, I think that will be our toughest. Liverpool will be our toughest. And Chelsea, you can't really see us getting much from the bridge, can you? If we can somehow scrape a point at the bridge, then that would be fantastic. But especially after they just lost to West Ham, they're going to be very incensed, infueled, and firing for that one. So that's going to be a scary proposition. Chelsea will be hurt after losing to West Ham. Yeah, like I said, man. But that's not good. That's not necessarily good news for Leeds. I think that's actually bad news for Leeds because they know now they can't afford to slip up again. They got lucky. Actually, very unlucky. They were getting lucky with Liverpool dropping points, but with Liverpool getting that last minute Divock Origi winner, with City getting points, Chelsea are going to need every win they can get. They can't afford to drop any more points. So the fact that they just lost to West Ham, I think, is actually detrimental to Leeds in a way because they are going to be coming out all guns firing against us. 100% bad news. Yeah, 100% bad news. But, hey, we can believe. Why not? It's a game of football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in a game of football. And why can't we nick a good old win there? But what are your guys' instant feelings after that one? Let's have a little glide over to one football real quick. Have a little look at the other matches that happened today. Let's get down to the big stuff, of course. All right. Man United just edging out Palace. Fred. Oh my days, man. McFred, are you serious? Fred with the goal. Jesus. Man, they snagged it. I mean, look, Palace is good for Leeds in the sense that Palace are very near us in the table, but I never really like to see Man United win. Just personally. I don't know about you lot, but personally, not really my style. Tottenham versus Norwich. 3-0 in the end there. Lucas Mourapid, Heung-min Son, and Davinson Sanchez, of all players, with the goals. Would you believe it, man? That, of course, very good for news for Leeds, with Norwich sat behind us in the relegation zone. Other match today is, of course, the late kickoff, which will be Aston Villa versus Leicester. Who do you guys who do you guys have winning that one, and who do you guys want to win that one? It was enjoyable watching the gods play, the gods of Leeds. It was very enjoyable. It always is enjoyable watching Leeds play, even when we're shite. Some goes for my dad. Same goes. My dad supports Man U, but I support Leeds. So, oh man, what's your dad playing at, man? What's your dad playing at? You need to sort him out. You need to say, oi, fella, what are you supporting that trash for? Come on, support the real boys. JT, tough games coming up for Leeds. So long as Leeds don't go in the bottom three, tough games coming up for Leeds. So long as the bottom three don't close in on Leeds in the next few games. Well, look, that point gave us a little bit more breathing room. Of course, an extra point's worth. 3 points would have given us a lot of breathing room, which would have been beautiful. We would have been 8 points away from Burnley. As it stands, 6 points away from Burnley. Everton's still below us. If Everton choke against Arsenal, or rather not even choke, as long as Arsenal don't choke against Everton, Everton will be down on 15 points, which will be absolutely delightful. If Villa gets smacked 3-0 today, Villa will be down here below Leeds. Palace, of course, same points as Leeds. Brentford, same points as Leeds. It's all tight there. It's very, 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 very tight. It's tighter than a nun's legs down there, if we're going to be real. But Burnley with that game in hand, I don't think we'll be under too much trouble. I don't think that they'll pick up 6 points out of their next 4. Either one of these sides. I can only hope. Hopefully these words don't come to bite me. But like I said, if we can get 4 to 6 points out of those 4, that would be fantastic. It would be absolutely fantastic. It would secure us in and around this position here. It would give us breathing room from these points, because there ain't no way Burnley and Newcastle and Norwich are picking up 12 points out of their next possible 12. No way that's happening. JT, would you play Bamford in those upcoming matches, as he really didn't look match fit to me despite his goal? He didn't, but he didn't also have a lot of time on the pitch. When you're coming back, you're not going to be straight in first minute intense. You need to be on the pitch for 15 to 20 minutes. Then you start getting the blood going. Then you start getting the blood pumping around your body, around your legs. You start feeling the rhythm a bit more. You get a bit more fluid, get a bit more into the game. And unfortunately for him, he only had 15 to 20 minutes in the game, so he wasn't quite able to get up to that point. He's also had this in his tank. He's got the confidence from scoring a last-minute equaliser. I think you do start him in the next game. I think you may have to rotate him then for the City game coming up, and you'll have to choose where would you rather play him, in the City or the Chelsea game, because I don't think you can play him in 2 games within 3 days. Just coming back from injury, I don't think that's a play at all. But I think in the next game, for sure, I think you do start him. You want to keep his momentum going. So I think you probably drop him for the City game and start him in the Chelsea game, personally. It's time you became the man of the house and told your father. Leeds got so lucky. I wouldn't say we got lucky. We created our luck. Yes, we had a little bit of luck, of course, with that last-minute equaliser. You always got to get a bit of luck in football. but we created our own luck because of the way we played in that first half. In that second half as well, should have really had another goal on the basis of play in the first half. The fact we didn't, again, came to bite us in the arse, but we did salvage it at the end. Yes, there was a healthy hand of luck in there, but look, you create your own luck, as I said before. And we kept pushing, we kept digging, we kept kicking away, and we ended up getting that goal as Derry Joe Keeley has just subscribed and joined the most forward-thinking young pioneers that the beautiful game has to offer. Welcome to the family, my brother. How are you on this fine summer's, winter's, autumn's night? Arsenal need to beat Everton tomorrow. They do indeed. Can't afford heavy losses already. -7. Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. Shite. I forgot about. Man, our goal difference is in the mud, man. Our goal difference is actually mudded. Oh, yeah, we can't afford to get piped anymore. Because our goal difference is dusted. It is absolutely dusty. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about the prospect of getting smacked 4-0 again by City and just getting wiped down. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think about the upcoming games? Are you feeling confident on the basis of this last minute equalizer? And if not, I want to know why. But like I said, what a stream it has been. What a game it has been. There were twists, there were turns, there were ups, there were downs. There was everything to talk about here today. And thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to all of you lot, as always. It's been an absolute pleasure talking with all of you lot. And I hope you all have a great day. Knee sliding around. Leeds aren't creating as many chances. 3 points from 4 games would be good. It would be all right. It wouldn't be the worst. No, it would not. But I think 4 to 6 points I'd be a lot more happy with than just the 3. I think at least 4. 4 to 6 points, and I can't complain. 3 points, I can't really complain because it could be a lot worse. However, it's not fantastic, is it? It's not fantastic. Leeds aren't creating many chances. I have to 100% agree with that. Because speaking of the Palace game, by the way, of course, people were very happy about the fact that we won, and we were the better side against Palace. We were indeed the better side against Palace, but just marginally, because again, we weren't creating a load of clear-cut chances. If I'm honest, from what I saw in that game, we seemed a bit uncreative, unimaginative, especially in that final third. We had that one decent chance where Dan James played it into Rodrigo and he ran it past the goalkeeper. Aside from that, I didn't really see too much created in there. We were better than Brentford too, but we again, for all the positive play we had in the game, we struggled to really create things. We did have a couple of good created opportunities through Rafinha's free kick to Luke Ayling, through his free kick pass to Mateusz Klich, through his cross in to Tyler Roberts. We had a few chances created by Rafinha, but like I said, we seem to be really struggling to create chances, like you said before there, and that's the only scary thing I would say, especially against a Man City or a Chelsea, where we're not going to have many chances at all. We're not going to have many chances to create chances. So when we do get those half chances to create them, we better damn create a killer chance, and we better put it away, which is exactly why we need Bamford there, who will put it away. Cooper injury, only leaving us one centre-back on the field, could cost us. It could. Could it be a blessing in disguise? I'll let you guys figure that one out for yourselves. Look, of course, it's not good to have an injury, especially we don't know what's going on with Calvin Phillips. He walked off down the touchline straight away. Could be a possible injury there, perhaps. And, of course, we can't afford to have these injuries, and having only one centre-back is not ideal at all. However, could be worse. Could be worse. Let's hope Leeds can be City's bogey team like last season. Yes, indeed. Like I said, 6 points, 4 points out of 6 last season. Can we do it again this year? I'd absolutely love it personally. Gabriel Jesus would be grateful Cooper is out. Yeah, especially after waiting to him last time. Yeah, almost ended his damn career. Jesus, yeah. I mean, at least we won't have 10 men against City this time. I'll tell you that much. Chelsea lost yesterday. Hopefully, it might be the start of their losing run. I mean, hopefully, one can only dream. But like I was saying before, I think it's actually the other way around. I think that's actually bad news for us. Villa and Burnley are only hopes of points until January. I don't agree with that. Because, yes, there are best chances of points. But if we lose our next 4, then going into the Villa and Burnley game, we're going in with very, very, very bad confidence, very bad streak, and we're really costing ourselves there. I think we need to get at least something out of one of the next 4. And if you look at the odds, the odds of us getting something out of those next 4 are actually higher than people think. Because it's 4 very, very tough games, but we have 4 cracks at it. 4 opportunities. And we've seen with Leeds, we sometimes get up better for the big games. We sometimes do perform better in the bigger games. And we're going to have to do that again here. JT, will you be covering the upcoming matches plus over the Christmas and the holiday period? Of course, I will, my man. I'm here for every week. The only one I wasn't, like I said, was Palace because I was actually at the game and I couldn't manage to do the stream. But otherwise, yes, I am here all week, every week, ready to rumble. But like I said, guys, and I hope you guys will be as well. A few new people here today. Derry, Joe Keeley, Murgos, Shadow, Wolf, Stevie C, Frankie, Pashboy. Of course, the legends of the stream, as always, Curved Glass, Michael Brown, Stevie, my main man, Joe Depp, Zen Kai, Amy Blackburn, Pablo Escobar, Golden Bolaquinios, the legends returning, new legends forming, Stephen Gallarce, another new legend of the stream. And thank you guys so much for tuning along. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to all of you lot, as always. It's been an absolute pleasure watching Patrick Bamford leather that equaliser in the last minute. I'm going to go and watch that all night long, baby. Cal L as well, another new legend of the stream. Sorry, I just missed your name there, pal. Sorry, brother. Another new legend of the family. Losing KP is a big blow, especially with the team getting back to full strength. It is a big blow, but we'll have to see how bad the potential injury or whatever it is as the time goes on. We won't know until an hour or so's time when we get some word back from Bielsa and sorts. But for now, guys, like I said, thank you very much, all of you, for coming along. We hit 28 goddamn likes today. Absolute legends. You guys are. Thank you so much for your support. It's been absolutely beautiful. Salute, bro. Excellent show. Excellent showing from you. Excellent showing from all of you. And I salute you all, my mans, my girls, my brothers, my sisters. Thank you very much for joining me on this absolutely pleasant endeavor today. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers.